Have you ever noticed how so many women doubt whether a man could truly fall in love with them if they are older? It is such a common worry, and yet most women do not talk about it openly. Maybe you have felt it too, that small question in your heart that asks if age will make a man hesitate, or if he will only see you as someone temporary. It is not easy to sit with that doubt, especially when society keeps reminding women that youth is the only thing that makes them desirable. This idea has been pushed for so long that even confident women can begin to wonder if a man will ever choose them fully when they are older. The problem is not just the fear itself, it is what that fear can do inside your mind. It can make you second guess his words, it can make you read too much into his silence, it can create distance even when the relationship has real potential. And the saddest part is that many women end up walking away from something beautiful because they think age will always stand in the way. But the truth is, men do fall in love with older women, deeply and honestly, and when it happens it follows a pattern, almost like stages. But most people never really see these stages clearly, which is why they misread what is happening, especially the second stage, which is often missed completely. That is the stage where many women start to doubt him and doubt themselves, and once that doubt takes over, it can destroy the bond before it has a chance to grow. Think about it for a moment. How many times have you heard someone say that men only go after younger women because they want someone fresh or easy? That belief is repeated everywhere, in conversations, in movies, in the way people talk about relationships, and when you hear it often enough, it begins to feel like the truth. So when a man starts showing real attention to an older woman, she often feels caught between excitement and suspicion. She wonders if he is serious or if he is just curious. She wonders if he will get bored and walk away. This constant loop of questioning creates pressure, and under that pressure, it becomes hard to simply enjoy what is happening. If you ignore this issue, it does not go away. Instead, it builds over time. It shows up in the way you respond to him. Maybe you hold back your feelings because you are afraid he will not stay. Maybe you test him again and again without meaning to. Maybe you assume he will leave, so you prepare yourself by not giving too much. But the irony is that this very hesitation can make him feel unwanted. He may start thinking you are the one who is not serious. Do you see how quickly it turns into a cycle? You fear he will pull away, so you hold back. He senses the distance and pulls back himself. Then the very thing you feared ends up happening. And all of it because the stages of love were not understood. So let us look at these stages one by one. Imagine them not as rules, but as a path many men naturally walk when they fall for an older woman. The first stage is curiosity. This is when he notices something different about you. Maybe it is the way you carry yourself. Maybe it is the calmness in your voice or the way you do not rush to impress him. Older women often hold a certain presence that younger women have not developed yet, and men pick up on that quickly. In this stage, he feels intrigued. He may not even fully understand why. He just knows there is something about you that feels magnetic. For you, this stage might feel light and exciting, but it is easy to dismiss it as just a passing interest. And if you dismiss it too quickly, you can miss what is about to follow. Then comes the second stage, and this is the stage most women miss. This is the stage of testing, not in a cold or manipulative way, but in a very human way. A man begins to ask himself if his attraction is more than surface level. He starts to notice the age difference more consciously. He may wonder how others will react. He may even pull back a little as he tries to answer those questions inside himself. This stage can feel confusing for you, because one day he seems very warm and the next day he feels distant. Many women mistake this as a sign he is losing interest, but in reality he is doing something very important. He is checking his own heart. He is asking if he can handle the stares or the opinions. He is asking if his feelings are strong enough to move beyond the first spark. If you panic during this stage and assume the worst, you can push him away. But if you understand that this stage is natural, you can give him space to figure it out. And when he does, it often leads to something much deeper. The third stage is acceptance. This is when he decides that what he feels is real and worth it. He stops fighting his thoughts and allows himself to embrace the connection fully. You may notice that his energy shifts. He becomes more consistent. He wants to spend more time with you without hesitation. He is no longer concerned about who notices or what people say. He has accepted that this relationship gives him something valuable, and that is enough. For you, this stage can feel like relief. It is the moment when his actions begin to match his words. But remember, this stage only comes when the second stage is handled with patience. Without patience, he may never reach this level of acceptance. The fourth stage is commitment. This is when his love begins to take form in daily actions. He wants to support you. He wants to share his plans with you. He includes you in his decisions. This is the stage where many older women realize that age does not weaken love at all. In fact, it can strengthen it, because both people are more aware of what they want and less interested in wasting time on games. Commitment here is not about big promises spoken too quickly. It is about consistent behavior that shows he is building something solid with you. Finally, there is the fifth stage. This is devotion. It is when love becomes steady and deep. It is when he no longer sees age as anything important. He only sees the woman he loves. In this stage, his actions are not about proving himself anymore. They are about sharing life. Devotion is quiet but powerful. It is not loud gestures. It is the small things repeated again and again. The way he stands by you in difficult moments. The way he respects your experiences. The way he wants to grow together no matter what life brings. Now, why is it so important to understand these stages? Because without this understanding, it is easy to misread his behavior, especially in the second stage. You might think his hesitation means rejection when, in truth, it means he is processing. You might assume he is losing interest when he is actually testing the strength of his own heart. And if you react with fear instead of patience, you can break the connection before it matures. Many women never get to see the third, fourth, and fifth stages because they give up too soon. So what is the solution? The solution is awareness. When you know these stages exist, you stop personalizing every small change in his mood. You stop assuming the worst. You begin to see that his journey has its own rhythm. And your role is not to control it, but to allow it. This does not mean ignoring red flags. It means learning to tell the difference between a man who is genuinely processing and a man who is simply not serious. A man who is serious will always return after his moments of doubt. He will show consistency once he reaches acceptance. He will move naturally into commitment and devotion. A man who is not serious will not do these things. And once you understand that you no longer waste your energy guessing, think of how freeing this can be. Instead of living with constant fear, you begin to trust the process. Instead of pulling back, you allow the connection to grow. Instead of testing him, you let his actions reveal the truth. This shift can change everything. It can turn a fragile beginning into a strong partnership. It can give you peace of mind because you finally see the bigger picture. I want you to remember this. Men do fall deeply in love with older women. They are drawn to the wisdom, the confidence, the stability. They are drawn to the way older women know themselves better. The stages of love may look a little different, but they are real. And if you understand them, you can walk through the process with patience and clarity. You do not have to fear every silence or overthink every pause. You simply recognize that he is moving through his own path. And when he reaches the later stages, you will feel the depth of his love in ways that are steady and lasting. So the next time you notice a man pulling back for a moment, do not rush to protect yourself by closing off. Instead, remind yourself that this could be stage 2, the stage most women miss. The stage that decides whether love will deepen or fade. Give him room to sort his feelings. Give yourself room to enjoy the connection without drowning in fear. Trust that if it is real, it will move forward. And if it does not, then you have saved yourself time by seeing the truth early. In the end, love is not about age. It is about connection. It is about the way two people fit into each other's lives. It is about patience and growth. And when you allow the stages to unfold, you give love the best chance to grow strong. That is how a man truly falls in love with an older woman, step by step, stage by stage, until devotion becomes the foundation of everything you share.